Welcome back to Brains, Bots, and Business, the show that makes AI sound less sci-fi and more like something you actually want to use at work. In the last episode, we talked about how AI senses the world through images, sound, and language. Today, we're taking it to the next leap. How does AI think? How does it make decisions? How does it act? Let's break it all down. First, I want to talk about machine learning. This is the engine under the hood. Machine learning is how AI improves with data. It's like giving a child flashcards, except instead of 20 cards, you're feeding it millions of examples until it learns a pattern. For example, show an algorithm enough photos of cats and dogs, and eventually it can tell you the difference on its own. In business, this means AI can learn what emails get opened, which ads are converting, and which customers are likely to churn without hard coding any rules. Now let's talk neural networks. If machine learning is how AI learns, then neural networks are what makes it smart. They're modeled after the human brain, layers of tiny decision-making units, like neurons, that take in inputs and make sense of them. These are the powerhouse behind voice assistants, facial recognition, fraud detection, and ChatGPT itself. Now think of them like spreadsheets of decision logic stacked on top of each other, only much faster. Now let's talk a little bit about reinforcement learning. This is a fun one. Reinforcement learning is how AI learns by doing. You set a goal and then AI tries actions over and over until it figures out what leads to success. It's like teaching a dog tricks with treats. Good move, get a reward. Bad move, nope. This is how AI learned to beat humans in chess, Go, and video games. In business, it can help you optimize your supply chains, pricing models, even ad placement strategies. It's still trial and error, but automated, accelerated, and data-driven. Now let's talk about autonomous agents. Here is where things get interesting. Autonomous agents are like AI systems that take action on their own based on what they've learned and the environment that they're in. They can browse websites, book appointments, respond to messages, update your CRM, all without constant human oversight. Think of them as digital employees that don't sleep, they don't need reminders, or a coffee machine. Last, I want to talk about ethical AI because we have to talk about it. When AI is making these decisions and taking actions, you need to set boundaries. Ethical AI is about fairness, transparency, and accountability. It'll ask, did the AI make the right decision? Was the data it trained on biased? Is this result explainable? Now, this isn't just a philosophical issue, it's a legal and reputational one as well. So when you implement AI, especially decision-making systems, you need to keep humans in the loop and have clear rules around its use. So what does this all mean for you? You're not just training AI to answer questions anymore. You're training it to decide. Done right, it becomes your assistant, analyst, and operations pal, all rolled into one. Not to replace your team, but to make your team faster, smarter, and way more scalable. Want to learn more? Subscribe and stick around to the next episode of Brains, Bots, and Business.